8 years have passed since the last summit between the European Union and the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States, or CELAC. For two blocs that make up more than a third of UN membership, much has changed since 2015, and a lot is up for discussion.
Reaching agreement between 27 European states and 33 in Latin America and the Caribbean has not been easy, but we have found points of consensus.
Trade and climate change are two major topics. Negotiations over a new Mexico-EU trade deal have been ongoing since 2016, and an EU free trade agreement with Mercosur was completed but not yet ratified 4 years ago, stalled partly by environmental concerns in the South American bloc. Luis Rosano is on the Mexican government's Trade Advisory Board and says comments made Monday by the President of Brazil, CELAC's largest economy, show the region is taking a firm line with Europe.
It was very clear today that President Lula da Silva is taking the stage and he's, putting his foot very strong. We are not the backyard only to extract, raw material.
Indeed, Latin America and the Caribbean want long-term benefits from their relationship with Europe.
We will not allow Europe to keep not engaging in developing value chains in the region. Because if you don't want to do that, we have both our Chinese partners and our American partners that, invest and remain.
The EU appears to be listening. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced plans for $50 billion of investment in regional projects, an announcement watched closely by international relations analyst Lucy Bravo.
Me parece un primer paso hacia un relanzamiento de las relaciones. Sin embargo,
it's a first step towards a revival of relations. However, we can't overlook the opening statements made by the CELAC president over the disproportionate focus on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, when there are other conflicts happening in Latin America and around the world which do not receive the same attention.
O no han tenido, ese foco de atención.
Even a successful summit may not bring instant improvement to ties. Mexican government official Rosano says it's a relationship that will need consistent attention.
If they really want this to happen, they need to have this gathering every 6 months. And I think that we can use that as a measure within the next year, how this thing will have the punch to keep going.
Alasdair, Baverstock, CGTN, Mexico City.